Hi, Year 6 and Year 7 team, and also other IDU teachers throughout the school. I'm just making a quick video just to walk you through the changes to the unit planners on SEQTA. I've just been working in the background to make some templates that make planning and teaching and reflecting for interdisciplinary units a really clear process that has prompts along the way with questions to guide you in all your planning. So I'll just show you mine. I've just put in a practice one up on my personal project unit planner. So you just come to your program, come to your unit planner. Then all I've done, I've simply made a new unit planner and I've simply changed the top here to be the GSLC MYP Interdisciplinary Unit Planner. Obviously here is our GSLC MYP Unit Planner with our inquiry cycle. The interdisciplinary one has been created to reflect exactly what the subject guide is requiring. So I'll just walk you through the various stages of the unit planner and what I've actually placed in terms of prompts along the way. So like normal, we place the title of the unit planner up here. We add our key and related concepts. Key concepts are yellow with a star. Related concepts are grey. We then place our global context and area of exploration and our statement of inquiry, so our concepts within the context to create a meaningful statement that's worthy of inquiry. I've just put in here lorem ipsum just as a bit of a filler in so I can show you the printed copy at the end. For the IDU, we then come down and we place the purpose of integration. To help you with this, I've simply popped in here exactly what that is from the interdisciplinary subject guide. So how it can be clearly defined, the language we can use, the 6 forms of integration. So that's there in the help bar. We then come down to our factual, conceptual, debatable questions. I've popped in here the characteristics of a factual question and also what this actually means within an interdisciplinary unit. Likewise, conceptual and debatable questions there. Then we come on down to our summative assessment. So within the interdisciplinary, it's called very much that performance of understanding. So not just what students can have in their knowledge base, but what they can do with that knowledge. I've popped in here just what that actually means, and because we need to actually go and place the interdisciplinary objectives, I've just popped these in here for you. So it's a simple copy and paste. And there's an example of what they all are. It comes directly from the subject guide, so we can have some really clear prompts to help us along the way and continue to grow our IDA units throughout the college. These are a little bit mixed up. They're actually meant to be IB skill A category and then MYP skill cluster. So then the ATL learning experience is here. However, when they print out, it's fine. It's just a glitch in SEQTA. So I then come here to the little question mark. I've got exactly what they are for us to read and access, and then also what to do with that. So describe 1 or 2 sentences how you plan to explicitly teach the ATL skill you've chosen. So we then come on down to the next section of the unit planner, which is our disciplinary grounding. So subject A and subject B. It's within the subject guide, it's called discipline, so we'll keep that same language, but obviously it means our subjects. Once again, prompts, what do we place in there? Same prompt, but for discipline B, what do we place in there? Then come on down to our related concepts, what do we actually place in this section? And then here, so it's actually a really smooth guide to planning. Disciplinary content, so what do we copy and paste from our skills and content scope and sequence? What have we collaborated on in terms of students' interest in that cohort, their various needs? And we pop that one in that section for content A and content B. We then have disciplinary learning engagements and teaching strategies. This is where we take what's in our circular planner and we begin to articulate. So if I've got an integrated INS and arts unit, I'll have in one section what are the specific inquiry cycle learning experience for INS within strategy A or B. And then here, what are they for arts and drama? How am I going to explicitly teach the drama content and skills that will then be used to help our students make those interdisciplinary understandings? We then come on down. This is where the IB asks us to be quite different from the actual solo by solo subject planning. So you'll see here in tuning in, the IB wants us to articulate how we're actually going to teach the interdisciplinary nature of the arts and INS together. this is where we actually work collaboratively to draw those understandings, and Year 6 and Year 7, this is what we'll be spending our time doing in that period that we have free to really begin to nut out what is IDU in that Year 6 and Year 7. And the Interdisciplinary Unit Planner is actually a continuum unit planner, so it has the language of the PYP and the language of the DP, which is just a beautiful segue between the three programs. And obviously NTCT, it works really well with it. To help you within each section of tuning in, I've also just placed possible thinking strategies and tools that you can employ. So categorization, diamond ranking, celebrity heads, lightning writing, etc. And then they're also in each of the sections, so finding out the exact same thing, sorting out the exact same guide. There's lots of different tools you can use, websites to the project, Zero from Harvard, once again more, the thinker's keys, and here's more for the reflecting, taking action. So it should be really clear, prompts, activities, guides, all the way through, questions to ponder. Then we come here and we have our formative assessment. So how we provide formative assessment strategies along the way for interdisciplinary units and inquiry-based active learning experiences. And then differentiation, how can we differentiate for interdisciplinary? Then also tools for differentiation. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Then obviously resources, and there's actually a guide here for how to plan for resources within an IDU. Planning, so to bring in things like language and life experiences of students, outside community resources to enrich the learning experiences. And then as per Trisha's request, I've saved a box for moderation. So we can actually have our moderation documented in here like we do in design. And it just means there's less documents flying around, it's just more in that one document. You can try and contain it all. And then we have lastly our reflection, so reflection prior to teaching, reflection during teaching, and reflection after teaching. And there's actually specific questions to ponder throughout the reflection process for an IDU unit, so that can help you along the way. The SEQTA has only given us 32 sections. They absolutely won't budge on that, so I can't actually ask for any more sections. So we really have maxed all the boxes that we can possibly use. So if you'd like anything added, I'm very sorry, it actually can't be added. We've used the absolute most of all that we can actually use for unit planning in SEQTA. Just an example of what the printed out version looks like. So you can see here, I've just used once again the Lorem Ipsum. It prints out in a nice sequential format, so if you're someone who likes to print it out and put it on your wall so you can sort of track how you're going, you can do that as well. And you can see, although it's jumbled up here on the actual unit planner, so if I come up here to AB, so A is here, B is there, you'll see when it actually prints out, it actually is in the right order. It's just a silly SEQTA glitch that needs to fix itself, that's all. Well, the developers need to fix. And then here's our interdisciplinary learning experiences and our formative assessment, differentiation and resources. So, thanks. Any questions, just send them through, but I'll walk you through all this as we begin to get through our hour of planning each week. Thanks.